Dr. Trehan, you know, apart from what's happening just at your hospital, can you give us a sense of how you read the current situation, and most importantly, what's your advice? There are so many test reports that are getting delayed, people struggling to get a COVID bed or even a non-COVID bed. How should we cope with this situation, sir?
So there are two aspects to this. One, we are truly in a very critical situation right now. There is all the stories that we were showing are true. There are no beds available. We are struggling day and night trying to squeeze beds from here, there. The government has passed orders to increase the beds and all that stuff. But on the other hand, unless the public responds and decreases the caseload that is being presented to all of us,
this crisis will get worse. Because the public has shed all caution, and you see these crowded marketplaces and festivities going on, where for the next 3 to 4 weeks we are going to be in an ICU state, the medical system. And you must know that it is very important to know that the doctors, the paramedical personnel, all the frontline workers are working overtime, 12 hours, 18 hours, selflessly. In spite of that, we are in this situation. So you cannot say that there are many more things. Now, what I do want to say is today, one, let us try to decrease the burden so that by the new cases coming online may be less. Two, we must have a central command. Because of the fact that what you're seeing is chaos. You're seeing that there are beds available in one place, not in another, but how is the patient supposed to find out? The call centers are totally ineffective. So there has to be a proper central command set up tonight, and to help everybody who can call in and actually direct them properly. It's not functioning on the ground. The government may have announced it, the central government is helping, everybody's trying to do it. But on the ground it's not working, there is chaos. People are actually running from one hospital to the other with not knowing what to do. It's a very bad situation. It's pathetic. It should not be happening in the capital and in the NCR region.
No, so one suggestion you have, Dr. Trehan, is that there should be a centralized command center. Raghav Chadda is listening. Hopefully he'll take it back. RP Singh is listening. Hopefully he'll take it back to the BJP.
May I respond, Rahul?
Just half a second. Just half a second, Raghav. Is there any other suggestion you have, Dr. Trehan?
I would like to add one more thing.
Yeah, do you have any other suggestion?
Rahul, I'd like to add one more thing.
Yes.
Take representatives of the private hospitals on that command center. It should be participative. It's a national emergency. It's a capital emergency. We should actually be able to put our heads together and solve it. It's a matter of 3-4 weeks. What we are seeing today is the hangover of Dussehra and Diwali. People went out in spite of all the warnings. They went and indulged in all sorts of behavior pattern which was not recommended, and we are seeing a consequence of that in northern India.
Raghav Chadda, Raghav, how do you respond to the ideas from Dr. Trehan?
Of course, all the ideas that he has put out are of course very well taken. But I would like to bring this to his notice that first of all, as far as availability of beds is concerned, more than 7,500 beds, COVID beds, are available in Delhi as we speak, and roughly 450 ICU beds of COVID care are available as we speak in Delhi. Of course, we are anticipating that if we breach full capacity, what are the additional measures that we need to take? It is entirely correct that you may not find a bed in the hospital that is closest to your house, because that may have gotten fully occupied. But yes, there are vacant beds available in Delhi, and I would refrain from creating this sort of sensation and panic. Yes, situation is worrisome. The government is doing, all governments are working together, political parties are working together to ensure that the outbreak is contained. Number two, as far as his remark regarding the control center is concerned, yes, control center already exists, and as far as the availability,
Raghav, let me give you some constructive suggestions. It is not a political issue.
Let me finish.
It is a matter of saving lives. And what I am trying to tell you is that please get off that horse.
Don't fight with the doctor. Raghav, listen to him, Raghav. He's trying to help. Yes, Dr. Trehan.
Saying is, it is not a political issue. You have the beds. but people do not have access to knowing where to go. They don't mind driving
Right.
20
So I'll address
kilometers.
that. Exactly.
They
So
are in
I'll
a
respond
panic
to that. Yeah.
saying your systems are not working, make them better. That's
Right.
all I'm asking you to
So
do.
right.
Don't
So
give
let
me
me.
political answers.
I'll respond to that. Now, first of all, as far as the availability of beds is concerned, yes, if there are some gaps in the mobile application that was prepared by the government of Delhi to address this issue on a real-time basis, we will fix those gaps. Number one. Number two, taking people on board who are from the private medical fraternity, of course, is a suggestion that is welcome. All the committees that the government of Delhi has formed to fight COVID have people from that. In fact, Mr. Soy, who was there on your program earlier, his doctors are also on that panel constituted by the government of Delhi.